So Indiana Jones 5 is now filming. It's actually filming in, I believe, North Yorkshire, if I remember correctly, in the UK. And we've got some leaked set photos. Now, these set photos are additional to actually quite a lot of other stuff that we can see on the internet at the moment. But these ones in particular are important because it does reveal what I believe to be a flashback sequence. Either that or they're going to de-age Harrison Ford for the entire movie. I doubt it. I bloody hope not. Anyway, let's put it that way. We've got a cameo from Sir Jasper. Do you want to talk about Indiana Jones as well? Do you? Yeah, of course you do. Right, anyway. So, what we're going to do is just talk through all of these images, what has been revealed, and what is there, basically. So, this was one of the first ones. But this story is shaping up to be quite interesting. It's based on real-life events. Whereas, you know, German Nazi scientist escapes and gets hired by NASA, basically, to start working on the original moon landings or, you know, space travel, etc. I believe what we're going to be seeing, specifically these photos anyway, is a flashback sequence to Indiana Jones potentially actually saving this scientist. That's what I think we're going to be seeing. This is all unconfirmed. It's all speculation at this point in time. But you can see it here. Upturned, you know, World War II era bikes. And then a bunch of stunt doubles. Nothing too crazy, actually, when you think about it. But that's not the real clincher here. This one is... Who's that? Well, it's not Harrison Ford, is it? It's a guy it's a stunt double in a Harrison Ford young mask. So this will be a sequence where we get some CGI de-aging in here. And you can see that they've just thrown someone in the sidecar of this bike as well, which is absolutely hilarious because it looks so stupid, but it is very, very funny. And like I said, very, very revealing. I think what we're going to see is going to be Indiana Jones saving this scientist. That's my best guess here. That is genuinely my best guess, and I think it's probably an alright one. I would say that, wouldn't I? And then you can see him here as well. I would imagine that the top part, the top image here is the aftermath of the bike tipping over, and Indy, you know, standing there like or it's the Nazi scientist played by Mads Mikkelsen. I've got to stop saying that word because YouTube hates it. It'll be Mads Mikkelsen's character ready, basically, you know, in a firing range. Someone ready to drop him. And Indy driving in now, you know, saving the day, as it were. So that's one of my best guesses anyway. And then we get to some other really interesting stuff. And I just like this because, well, it is interesting, isn't it? It's very, you know, period correct. It's very, I don't know, I like it. You know, I'm a stickler for Indiana Jones in this era. I think it works. I don't know. It just works. So you can see obviously the trains that they have dressed up, converted, ready to go, ready to shoot. Paraphernalia, you know, sort of crates and things like that. I'd like to think that this crate will actually get a little bit more aged and sort of damaged and things like that, because it does look brand new, which is not a great look. I won't lie. But then we get more of you know, of all of the trains, and they look absolutely fantastic as well. Stellar work at the very least on the set dressing and kind of putting it all together. And again, remember, this is in North Yorkshire. So, pretty expansive place that they're going to be working in. These were specifically shared over on Twitter by someone who had obviously just, you know, caught wind of it all. But I do have another piece of information, another image here, which I think adds a little bit more credence to Indiana Jones saving this sort of, you know, Nazi scientist guy, and that's the fact that it was the Gazette Live, like the North Yorkshire Gazette, shared these images here, which showed a castle and obviously barbed wire fences being put up, and what I would assume is a prison. You know, it looks to be very much of that aesthetic. But again, great choice of location. It looks fantastic, undeniably so. Really, really, really nice sort of sets and locations that they're using. Well, basically a combination of the two, isn't it? Now there was also some like spy shots of people going, oh, you know, COVID tests over here and crowds over here and keep noise to a minimum, etc., etc. Now this is actually Bamber Castle. Loads of equipment, loads of cars lying around, and then we go back to the trains. I really do think it's going to be a camp, something where Indy will come in, swoop in, save the day. But it looks great. The attention to detail, I love this stuff. And I do have to make a small correction. I've done it on live streams, ladies and gents, is that on the original video where I spoke about Indiana Jones 5 casting and, you know, inspired by real life events, moon landings, etc., etc., I did say, oh, hey, goddamn, Indiana Jones in space, let's hope they don't go there. I can confirm from a source of mine who's working on this film, Indiana Jones absolutely will not be going to space. Can confirm that right now, right here. Indy will not be going to space. I repeat, I was wrong. I'm happy to admit it. Very happy to admit it in terms of this context. No, Indy will not be going to space. 100% no, he will not be going to space. So again, I've just chucked up some more images here and there and everywhere of all these really, really cool you know, vehicles that they've got lying around. It just looks great. The attention to details there, it looks great. They're clearly working hard on getting this all sorted. I just love the look of it. Again, prison camp. I bet you anything it's going to be a prison camp. Young Indy's going to come in, swoop in, save the day with his, you know, dumb young Harrison Ford mask, because that's what you have to do to get into the kind of CGI de-aging business. But I still think it's going to be good. I really do think it's going to be good. Well, from this, I'm starting to think it's going to be good. Let's be honest, it's still Disney. I can't remember even who the director is actually on this. But this stuff does get me excited. Let's put it that way. I'm cautiously optimistic, although I'm like, yeah, no, it's going to be good. Let's wait till a trailer. I don't want to get wrapped up in the set photos and go, oh, look, it looks so good. It does look good, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you think, though. Cheers. Take care.